Check, check. Works. Okay, here we go. That works as well. And okay, I think we're ready to go. I shared the link. Everything is working out. Okay. Yep. We can close Discord, I guess. Yep. Here we go. Okay, let's go. First of all, we need to think about what we did 2 days ago. Long time ago. If music is too loud or anything, ping me. And yeah. Okay. Now we wanted to attack into Madagascar here. We do have 14 transport ships now. We should verify that they don't have ships, right? Do we see that somewhere? Probably in military ledger, but Conquer vessel has to take already. Well, so basically the situation we currently have is that we are very short on diplomatic points, so we really have to be conservative with what we do. Because we need dip tech to do our explorations and expeditions. That's why we wanted to conquer into Madagascar and then take these two provinces. We have a claim. And I think I'm not going to push further. Instead, we are going to make claims just to save as much as possible here. So we are going to recall this guy. We also... Abyssinian Highlands. Nah, we're not going to do this. We could take Edmontech, but we are going probably to wait for... If there's an uncolonized province... Yeah, but since it's south, that's the problem. I think I'm going to risk it to... Ah, you mean I could land there, declare war, and then march in here? Actually, that might be a good idea. So because we are going to be at war with Saklavar anyway, so we can just loot and pillage and move over there. That's a really good idea, actually. We don't necessarily need this tech. We're 26, they are 25. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And I think we can just go here. There's a 1-year tick anyway now, so we have to wait a bit. We also want to wrap up Ajuran at some point, but it will cost us dip as well, because it's not claimed, which is a problem. So we would need to do a spy network here as well and make claims if we really want to. We also want to attack Ethiopia once again to wrap up basically the borders here. And the big question is, do we want to keep Alva as a long-term ally here, even though they are wrong religion? Here we go. There are many questions in what we can or should do, but we are basically short on dip for a long time now. Also, corruption is going down, which is going to be important. So we are going to continue doing some reforms whenever we now can. Okay, here we are. So now we can actually declare war here. And the idea is to take these, to kick them out of the war, to have a lower truce time, just take a little bit of cash, We take Mahajanga as war goal here. And let's go in there. What? Land movement blocked by hostile fort? Is there a fort here in the undiscovered land? Really? So I guess we are getting a conquistador here. Ooh, 3 siege. That was lucky, yeah. Nice. Yeah, we are going to directly own Madagascar here. How evil do we want to be? Yeah. Money, money, money. Yeah, there's a fort to my right here, exactly. These guys are not in the war. There's the army here. And ooh, there was some battle here. Oh, with our fleet of explorers. We are still fine in regards to generals, right? Where's that listed? I don't know. There we go. So we are at war with... wait a second. We are at war with all of these guys. Okay. So basically just siege this, move there, kick them out of the war. And then move here to the main war goal, and then to the south to the second one, to the other guy here. Easy. Now we move here. With us taking these 2 provinces, we can actually also start making a spy network on the other guys here. And therefore prepare for the next war already. They want to merge up to fight me here. Shouldn't be a problem there. At least I hope so. Easy. That's going to be quite some cash here. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. We're going to continue exploring here. It's mostly coastline right now. Yeah, I know. Actually, is that also... No, that's a different tech in this. Oh, we should move our fleet over here to make that siege a bit faster. We should also consider building up more cannons here for the conquest. Because it just reduces the time and the attrition therefore significantly. But our force limit is way too low. At least for my liking. Also, we don't really have a lot of manpower because we are over force limit. I guess we have to fight these guys here once again. Or can we move to the middle and then here? But we would need access for this. Okay, that's finished, so let's move here as well. Continue sieging. Ooh, sociality instability, that's good. What was our last reform again? I completely forgot. Metal situation is terrible. That's the short version of it. We are going to keep on Indian Ocean. Keep on going here. So actually we could investigate what our second metal base, not base, province is doing. Or third, actually. Yeah, I think we can invest in here again. And also keep investing here. Yep. Just try to boost this up further. So basically let's just 50-50 here. Go crazy on it. Actually, is there... We should deposits metal. It doesn't look like that there is anything on Madagascar. As far as I know, it has coal. Yeah, exactly. There's a coal thing that. Okay, do we fight them once more? I assume we do. We still have 6. Yeah, we have enough manpower here. Go, go, go. Ooh. Ooh. Mombasa has arrived with 3,000. Nice. So nice of them. Oh, that was fast. And more power to the aristocrats. No. Decentralized ruling, yeah. We don't care about autonomy here that much. So first of all, let's kick out Saklava. So we are going to take raw reps here. And just as much money as we can. 120, that's okay, but not all too much in the end. And I'm not going to do more than that here, because else the truces will be too long. Bye-bye. Statesman. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do a shorter peace deal here with these guys. Because I just want to finish this war here in the end. And then we can continue in this direction here next. So we're going to make our claims here. We lost our war goal again, but doesn't matter. Come on. 690 again. Okay, let's go to the capital. It has its port to the other side, actually. So we have to move there. And then we kick out these guys here. So they don't want to? Ah, maybe when we have blockaded them. So how about now? What? Interesting. Investment has happened. Good. We are blockading. +4 siege here from leader and artillery. That's nice. And let's see what we get from... Oh, it's a bit laggy today. Not sure what's changed. Ooh, we got a province. We got Thin. That's nice. Mauritius. So we start with... Only peasants? Really? No, it's not initialized yet. We have to wait. Yeah, I know that I had to Vogel for a while. It's not... Ah, you mean... Ah, for the... You're right. We can just wait until we have sieged the capital, and then we take the war goal, and then we can kick out the other one as well, probably. So let's see how Syrian initializes here. I think they have spices or cash crop or something like this, which is useful for us. Yeah, here we go. Cash crop they have. And what kind of cash crop? Nothing special. Sadly. But we start with some residents, some burghers. That's pretty decent. And more commerce for us. And our missionaries are still automatic. Ah, because it's trade company, we basically don't have a chance of taking this. We can't go there now? Really? Okay, can we kick them out now? That's stupid. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we take raw reps. Oh, we can't. Oh, come on. Okay, we just kicked them out here. And now we just take these two. Okay, we can't make it to core. Interesting. Why? We have a province here. Yeah, maybe we should build a harbor here, but it's a trade province. It should be fine. The main problem actually is a rebellion here. But it's still, because of the initializing of the province, it's not done yet. Okay, let's go to the war goal. Maybe we can take this one. Probably not, right? So do we actually have to vassalize them? That would be annoying. Yeah, we can't. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. No, no, you can't vassalize, and it doesn't help with the problem here if we vassalize and take province. So I'm actually considering to do another thing here. So we give it to Mombasa and then we take it back. Maybe that works. So yeah, that would work. I think it's not the coring range is a problem because this one is not a core from us. This is a trade company province. So the closest core we have is up here. So that's the problem. And therefore we can't. So we are basically going to give that to Mombasa and then we are taking it back. The question is Mombasa a good choice? Ooh. Exactly, we can core adjacent to a vessel. So we take these two now, and then we take the harbor here in the north. That's the highest priority in the end. We're probably going to lose both claims, right? Maybe not. 50. Well, it doesn't matter. So here we are. Now our vessel has it. Now we take Antanakara from Mombasa. We can't. Okay. So we can only take stuff up here. Tanga is here. Where's the other one? Pembe, Kisivani? Where's that? Here. So probably we can only take stuff which is within the colonial. Which is not... Yeah. The overseas problem. Yeah, we can probably core in the next war, right. But I would like to have gotten this harbor, so we have to... Because I want to start building up this harbor, because it's a natural location. We can't ever get out of this trade company stuff here, because it's just... We are up here on the other continent, so this is overseas for us. That's a problem. We are going to survive there. And now let's... Trelimana has a claim, Kilva has a claim. Actually, we should actually do this. So we are going to make all of this now what we want. Yeah, it's another continent, that's the problem. So but however, it will stay the same that we can core it because it's now adjacent to one of our vessels here. Which means that we will conquer something here in some years. Yeah. And then we can take out this harbor here in the north, which is going to be our new Madagascar capital, basically. Okay, now, you need to go back into a port here. And our army... what do we need to do? Mombasa has a claim on Kilva here. Maybe we want to continue here. So let's get over here. Cory next to a vessel won't work on another continent, really? No, we can't make it a state, right? We can't No. Because you can't get rid of the trade. I'm relatively sure that you can't. Or... No. Both overseas and in the trade company region. So it will probably add itself back into a trade company. But we have some cash left now. We will still solve this problem in the end. So let's continue here and just attack Kilbar. And we can make a claim now. We can't. Oh, because we don't have neighboring. Okay, so we can stop all this work here. We can only make a claim here. Yeah, we can only make a claim here. I didn't pay attention to that. Okay. That was the battle. Now this. This one is at war with us as well. Severe looting as usual. Ah, our trade post gets looted, but doesn't matter. Now, with whom are we at war? Only these 3 provinces. Okay. That's annoying with Madagascar. Yeah, we are going to get the provinces in the south and we get lucky with the next expeditions, but... Yeah. Maybe that solves the problem. But I doubt it. So we just continue our work southwards. Stop shuffling here. Yeah, I'm working on claims for this. Okay. Another sea battle here. Another expedition to the Indian Ocean. And let's finish the remnants of Kilvar here. The fort here? Yeah, the fort. Oh, level 2 fort even. Now, we do have 910 money again, so we can think about what to do. We can continue to improve here. We could continue to improve Musket here, but Musket is still building stuff. Yep. Our bridge is under construction. We wanted to consider building a port here. So we have a city here, apparently. 10,000, but that's next to Zila. Zila is going to be the main port here. So it's just a backup port here. But we didn't... we didn't. I think we skipped on that idea. Yeah, do we want to improve this island there? They are growing, actually. And how much do we have left here? Some mines are left, forestries are left, fisheries are left, farmlands is left. So actually, could make something here, but it's probably not worth it right now. The question rather is, do we maybe want to save up for a capital? And I think that's something I want to do. Because we're going to need capitals eventually anyway to go into meritocracy. Prestige or loyalties, gold or loyalties. I would say loyalties as usual. Even though we don't need the loyalties here on the church anymore. And I think we want to continue hammering on the church here eventually. But the question is, rather, do we want to do some reforms now again? And we want to go to Peasantry 3 now? Or could we actually go to Peasantry 4? Can we maybe prepare the realm so that we can go to 4 immediately? We need a better king. Yeah, there was a thing. I think I want to go to 4 immediately. This guy has 9 stats, this one has 11. Maybe 11 is actually enough to do the double reform. I know that free peasantry means that I can't move stuff, but that's okay. We probably want to do one resident movement here. Actually, we want to do this relatively soonish. So we are... But I think we are still on cooldown, right? I know that expired at some point. Then let's actually finish this war and then we look at resident movement. Because we want to grow Aden. And just moving like 30,000 residents in would already be a massive deal. And we are going to take like every city which has more than 10,000 to then give that to Aden. At least like 2,000 of it or something. Which they can all survive, hopefully. Military engineer is dead. Let's actually take the manpower recovery speed here. Yes, I have that on. It's actually expired. But I forgot it because it's 2 days ago. We're going to loot it. And everything here, of course, will be added to Kilwa. Not Kilwa, Mombasa. Which means we are going to... 72... it's expensive, but fine. Let's take it. And some cash. Wow. 10 cash. Fine. What next? $72. 4 years until we can attack here again. We need a claim here first. I don't think that we want to do utter round right now. Nah, it's not enough claims. So actually we are going to move back for a while. And do not that much. We maybe want to do Ethiopia actually. While we prepare claims on Madagascar. We got Cecil, wherever that is. We are going to pick Hindustan. So, Cecil, where are you? Ooh, nice. And another island here. Yeah, I want to take Sindh, but Sindh is allied with the Mongol Ulus horde here, and they have like 20,000 people. And they have 27 military tech, so that would be, yeah, 23,000. That's a bit too risky right now. I don't want to end up like the last war with Baluchistan, where the hordes wiped us, because it's all plains here. So they have shock bonuses. We have to wait. We just have to wait, and I still want to ally this guy here, the Grey Horde here. And then we can use them against Mongol Ulus at some point. But it's not urgent right now. Also, the aggressive expansion would be crazy high. Now, we want to move residents now. So can we... Special map modes. Population. Urban population. Owned provinces. Take linear 0 to 32. So we can see where we have decent cities. And so basically value 16 is 16k. Yep. You and you. We are going to let these be. Let's see how much we have here. Only 5,000, yeah. We can't use these ones. IP maybe? IP has 19,000, that's also fine. And Dama as well. So from all of these, we are going to take 2,000. So I'll select amount of troops, 2,000. We... from 2... We are going to move residents here. We don't have many cities here in the south. There's nothing, basically. And also it would cost us a lot because of different culture and stuff. So that's already going to be... Oh, 270 only. Would move 16,000 people into Aden. Yeah, I think that's worth it. So... yeah, and maybe we are going to do another one later on with the larger cities like these 3 and where we move another 5k. Just to boost it further. So execute that. And that's going to boost up our growth here. That should be worth it. CE in our nation. Do we have a special map mode? Yes, we do. So it's pretty terrible, except on the coasts. So basically everything that has a harbor is decent, or is coastal is decent. Everything inlands is terrible. The provinces here in the south don't really matter right now because they're trade posts. And what we want to work on is to get at least better communication efficiency here to Thana, which is currently at 29%, but we got it up from like 10% earlier in the game. So we already made some progress just by having that road level 1 here and here, plus a harborage. That's something we can still improve on. But we are going to save for capital first. Why is everyone disloyal? Okay, come on, we are going to boost you up here. Dankadi is still supported by the Mamluks here. That's fine. 65. 100,000. 22 from Alvar. Yeah, I think war against our friends here is going to be the next step. Yeah, okay, let's take Vishnuyanaga. Fine. And we're going to improve relations with the Mamluks again, just to make sure that we are not too negative with them. Yeah, now we have to fix our income slowly again, but I think the only solution for that is actually to improve our bureaucracy. So we are up to 25% now. So we don't do any of these reforms here right now. We could still consider... So let's, for example... yeah, probably farmland again. It's only 3%, but... Yeah, 200. We're going to take their stuff. Now they don't like us anymore. But they don't matter. Occasionally we could consider doing some of these privileges here. Oh, we have a promote ready from the influence. I do think that 67 is fine though. And we do have 68. Yeah, let's do one on the aristocrats here. Just boost them up as much as possible. Because the tribes are basically only present here and here. I mean, we could theoretically have a check a map mode for this. Where the tribes are left. So political map mode, clan power, all my own provinces, and then 0 to 100. Let's do it. Yeah, and the core provinces already are basically non-existent in tribe power by now. At least our trade cities. And it's shrinking further because of the bureaucracy ideas that we have. So it's 18% minus 0.2 per year. It will take a while. But basically we are getting there to free up the core of Yemen. And the other ones are providing the manpower and armies that we need. So that's fine. Let's again check the price for the capital here. I think we did that last time. No. Capital rank 1. Yeah, 2000. I had that in my memory. But fine. So maybe we can get a little bit out of Ethiopia here. Really? Exactly now? Okay, let's remove them here. No, I'm not going to take it directly. I'm going to feed my vessels here. So Ifat, for example. I'm going for Ifat wargoats, which is, yeah, exactly these ones here. Maybe these two as for Dankali. And then we are going to give a little bit to Alva as well. Mostly we are going to take money from him and loot it. So we are going to stay here basically and remove this thing here. And then we are going to declare war for the investment is happened. Which flag is that? The blue one. And we take Harari. We call Alva in. That should be fine. So probably they are going after us here. We should maybe consider doing the military attack now. Yeah, we can. Here we go. Yeah, I would like to integrate one of my subjects here, but we don't really have the dip for anything. The best candidate to integrate. Yeah, I would love to integrate Mombasa actually. 200 development there. Yeah, that's a lot. Mogadishu is probably the best idea here. Or go for Ifat actually, or Dankali is still unruly. Yeah, probably we are going to give these stuff to Ifat and then integrate them. Ignore dip hole, go deeper into it. No. We should hunt these armies. I just hope that we can maybe make Dankali loyal by giving them these 2 provinces and then invest some prestige into it. I mean, we have the most important dip tech here right now, which is the one for the Indian Ocean exploration. And we can still continue taking islands here. Your inland provinces in the south would have better access to capital, right? Okay, our king died. Metropolitans. Now the question is, can we maybe reform? Do we need Yeah, they have too high influence. Wait a second. Do we need... No, metropolitan influence is okay. So we can just go for our usual... Oh, that's a nice one. And this one is also a nice one. Yeah, we are. We're going here. Now let's hunt these ones here. Yeah, we should switch to Umar here. For the... What? For Umar, for the shock value. Come on. Union of Broadmoor is already signed. That's good. And Adal is doing work here. So most of their armies are probably gone in a... Oh, we got the merchant. So, we got the 5th merchant. Big question, where to put it? I assume the best location would be Sindh or Konkan. And actually I prefer Konkan here. So transfer. And then we can actually take the Konkan trade mission here. And then we need to get at some point a fully colonized province in the MEIOU region to get trade efficiency here. We are going to do one more mission to the Indian Ocean. And now we can actually probably... Yeah, we can ship this to Konkan now. To have our trade fleet work their magic there and move more value to us. We are going after this one here, I assume. On the other hand, we should also make sure that we take these provinces here. So where's my transport fleet? Here. So how about we split up? And you move here before Alva takes these provinces and blocks us. Oh, that tooltip is still wrong. I actually know... Yeah. That needs to be fixed. So Alva is fighting here quite heavily. Loot, 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 loot. And we should put our siege general now here. And the other one can go up here. Not run, request privileges, of course. Burgers are always fine. There are Swahili separatists down there. We don't care. Not really, at least. Come on, be faster before Alva does something stupid. Come on. No! Ah, they are fighting here. Okay. Yeah, don't go here. Go away. Go far away. I could integrate Mombasa, yeah. Mogadishu, I mean. I could. I need to check the dip tech actually. Just we lost our Achura. Ooh, they have a crisis on them. That's good. Okay, now we can move our army down here as well. And expedition is done. Do we want to... Oh yeah, we should help our... Oh yeah, let's fight this first. They are probably... Are they going to win this? I'm not sure. Adna El Maghreb. Where's that? Ah, down here. The other island. Perfect. So the big question really is, do we maybe want to wait until we get something on Madagascar? I'm leaning towards that. Come on, what are you doing? Can you do this? Can you hold this? Or do I actually have to move? I think I'm going to stay here and siege. And wait for my other army to arrive, and then we can continue here. We're only at 12% actually. So for some reason Alvar is not doing that great. Land expropriation is done. Yeah, okay, they lost here. So we wait for the siege and then we try to get these guys here. We're up to 11 trade value now. 11 trade income here. That's awesome. Where are you going though? Somewhere south now. Can take the admin tech here. Oh, we could also... Yeah, I know that they're losing the siege race basically, but... What's the war goal again? Harari, we got that, so we get in ticking more score. Question is, should I help them? They have 21,000 stacked up here. That's a lot. Basically a panic move to put everything into one basket here. Now, the war goal we want is these 3 provinces to EFAT here. And guns as well. So let's focus on these 2 and these 2. Dankali. Here we are. And then let's see what that would be in regards to war score. Actually, we could help them on the capital here. That might make sense. But we should get our 7,000 up here as well, just to support in case that they come back and defend this. So now we can give these 3, come on, to EFAT. And now we can simulate the peace deal. So we get these 2, these 3, 4. Yeah, they hate us for it. Okay, we are far away from this, so let's get the capital. Corruption, however, has stabilized now on 41, and our income is 15 only. Considering that we have been at almost 20 once before, I consider that problematic. Okay, they've freed up the capital again, and now they are here in these useless provinces. We don't really care about, but when we got the capital, that might change things. Come on. Really? Now Now pretender rebels on my vessel here. Let's check if... yeah, loot. Ooh, he made claims for us. Nice. Nice. Really nice. Which means we can use that in a year, which means that we should get out of this war, actually. 35% by now. They would make peace, actually. In this case, let's just take a little bit more loot. The easy one here. Maybe Big Emma here as well, because it doesn't have a defense. Big Em there. Here we are. This one has defense. No, it doesn't have defense either. These ones as well. Tributes have expired. We're not going to renew this right now. Okay, we have to keep an eye on these ones here down here before they retake anything of the provinces we want. But we are up to 1,400 money. But there will be relatively soon the next in automatic investment, actually. And that's going to be important. Loot, 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 loot. And let's go here as well. Is that worth it? Oh yeah, 18 and 14. Yeah, let's loot them. Loot, 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 loot. Okay, yeah, they're sieging Begum there. We don't care. And afterwards we make peace. Ooh, yeah, let's... Ah, that was I was afraid of. Loot Axum. Can we make peace before this falls? That falls in 4 days. 9 days. Yeah, okay. Let's make peace now. We take money on top of it. 96. Fine. There we go. We retreat to Zila or Zyla. And now the question is, do we maybe want to integrate this guy on the position as he is? So he has now 105 development versus Mombasa, which has 226. The benefits of Mombasa is, of course, getting our trade further south and getting this port. which we can use to upgrade and everything. The other thing is that this one will be a part of our breadbasket in the future, because we have provinces in here with like, okay, it doesn't have that much, but EFAT here, 200, it's also maxed out almost. Yeah, okay, maybe there isn't that much left actually. Then I was wrong. I thought there was more unused farmland left. Okay, maybe I just answered the question for myself. We are going to integrate Mogadishu here. So, annex it. Where's that? This guy. Yeah, we can try to make a claim here. And now this guy should be out of truce. Yes, perfect. What? We got a trade ship from Ethiopia. Interesting. Yeah, we can... Ooh, wait a second. Actually, we have something important to do. We have to upgrade our trade fleet. We didn't yet. Petition for redress. Definitely protect peasantry here. Because we are going to do the... Ooh, wait a second. Can we do the peasantry reform? No, we don't have... Okay, so 11 is also not enough. We need an even better king than this guy. So at least 12. Or, let's see, where are we currently? We are at... where's that modifier? Am I blind? Where did the tooltip go with the executive authority? Did we move this? Here it is. It's gone. We moved it at some point, apparently. Well, based on that, we need more. So the executive power is 4 to 4. 4 to 4, which is only 55%. So we need at least 2 more to get 65.5%. Yeah, okay. That's problematic. Royal marriages here, of course. We do this, we like this. And now we are going to ship our army over to here. Big question that I'm asking myself right now is, could we now take that stuff from Mombasa? Antanakarana is not in this list. Nakalara? Where's that? It's adjacent to our trade post. Okay, so we can take stuff adjacent to the trade post, but not... okay. But actually, let's help them with their separatist rebels here before something happens to them. Now, Dankali is still at 83% though, and we don't have enough prestige to drop that. So we are going to annex Mombasa here. That's a good step into the future here, and we are going to take this... Yeah, I already started. Just at the end of the war. We are going to take the Tech 26. Just to have it. And we are also going to take this one. Not going to get cheaper. Next idea group is very close by now. Admin 30. And we are leaning towards economic here. Yeah, left trade node has expired. Yeah, but we can't add it, so we have to re-add this one here. We can't state them, sadly. We're not going to be in time here, right? No. But we can still defeat them. But we have a nice amount of cash now. And we are going to invest that partially into a new upgraded trade fleet, which is going to protect trade again in Konkan as soon as it is repaired and upgraded. So now we can take this out here. Bye-bye. And prepare for this war over here. I should remember these buttons for drone secured. Well, they are only living thanks to my grace. Treaty of Peak. Oh, don't go on with French names. That's I think I never saw that. So they have decided to end the 100 Years War. And France is in a terrible state, but they didn't. But England didn't win. I'm pretty sure that they will not stop fighting though. What I'm a bit worried about is the... I'm not worried, I don't really care, but Scandinavia is really large and Muscovy is there, but it's not really strong either. Poland, Lithuania is strong. Yep. Crazy. Okay, we got 40 stuff here. So we can take it. And yeah, I'm a bit worried that we can still not take provinces here in... And we can't core them. Despite being adjacent to our vessel here. I mean, we can try, but... So let's see what happens, else we just take money. So let's simulate the peace deal. No, we can't. So we really have to wait until we got one of these provinces here from our expeditions. Yeah, it's because different continent, but when we have a trade company here, then it's possible. But only adjacent provinces, and T-zone doesn't count as adjacent here in this case. That's the problem, basically. Yeah, we are going to do another expedition here and hope that we get something. So first of all, we're going for the... Well, where's the capital? Ah, down here. No. Oh, that's the capital, okay. And we're going to blockade everything here. We are going to just take money out of this island, therefore. Even though we want to core it eventually, it doesn't really matter, we can pillage it. It plays no big role in the world economy here. So it can provide us with value instead. So maybe we shouldn't have started integrating this guy, instead we should have integrated Mombasa here to get this going, but we need to integrate both in the end. Also, we should attack Ajuran again, so maybe that's something we do afterwards. So we go for money here and then we attack Ajuran until we can actually take something out here. Is he... Are you at... Ah, he's not at war with me. So maybe if we get this province here, then we can already get started on this. So let's actually kick them out if we can. Nope, can't. So we just go for a quick war here. Because we can't take anything. No need to waste too much manpower here on these sieges. That's not worth it. So, money, everything, fine, bye-bye. Worth a shot. Quick war, quick wins. Yeah, I don't want Madagascar for communication efficiency reasons or anything. I just want them as an economic base later on to feed our... yes, CE is going through vessels. It can. Okay, we are moving to Benadi here. Now, what I wanted to do actually, which I remember right now, is I want to build an urban base here in Arabia. And not that much in our colonial holdings here. So basically what I wanted to check is where we got no cities yet. Which means we are going to a map mode here. And we're going to do the rural population one again. So all my provinces, linear is fine this time. Oh, that was rural. Change active map mode, type, population, urban population. And there we are. So we do not have anything here. And we don't have anything in these cities, these provinces here. You do have a city? No, you don't. Why didn't you show up here? Because I was blind. Okay, and the other ones here, they have something at least. Okay. Therefore, we are going to build... We have to try fix our deficit, so we need ships. And we need industrial, processed in this case. Here we are. And after the year tick, we are going to also invest everything into these regions here. Something at least. So Madagascar is on hold for now. We now take out Ajuran, invest some dip in this in the annexation here. And then it's hopefully fine. Okay, Ajuran. We only have 2 claims on Ilay and Gary. But they basically don't have any troops. So let's do it like this. Oh no, you get the siege guy actually. And you... we do need to get started on this vessel actually here, so maybe you should just go here. Food balance is actually okay if I remember correctly, so we can all stated provinces here. Industry, yeah, we are slightly 458 to 460, so that's fine. The big problem, which is screaming unstable country, I'm going to take all of Ajuran here, yes. So the big problems are basically the special goods here, like fiber and raw materials, and even worse is timber. Luxury is terrible, consumer goods is terrible, military is terrible, naval is terrible, industrial is extremely terrible. So our industry is not surviving at all if it wasn't for the trade we are doing. So the only thing that keeps us alive is the commerce, which we should check actually. That we are pushing that further. Yeah, we can invest into it again. So 50-50 here. Right? Yeah, we can check our other port, Ufa. That can also use some commerce. And Muscat here. is fine with 80%. Which jungle are you talking about? And now we also invest a little bit into these provinces here, which are minor trade nodes, basically. Okay, this one as well. And yeah, civil looting. Really looking forward to annex Mogadishu. Yeah, I'm investing already into metal, but we have exactly 3 metal deposits. One is here, one is here, and one is here. And there's not much we can do. So we can theoretically invest like 50 into mines here again. And some 10 here and here again. That's the only metal sources we actually have. So we have to intercept this army here. Ah, come, stop running. You have no chance. Yeah, the problem is that there are really no raw metal mines here anywhere. Not close by at all. I mean, I could check what's there in Ethiopia. Maybe we can push for something there. But anyway, it's not going to fix our deficit in any way. So we are going to be relying here on... actually on the trade with Egypt and India for that. And there's no way around it, sadly. What we need to check actually, because we moved urban population in here. Yeah, we could expand a bit on the... make the academic a little bit larger. We should also check our growth here. So we do have still decent investments here. We are lacking population like crazy, but everything is growing. Nomads are actually starting to shrink now, which is really good. Something we need as well. Okay, come on, when the capital falls, that's basically game over here. This one will take a while. I'm going to give 2 provinces to Mogadishu here. They should be able to call that in time. We're going to do another Indian Ocean expedition. Oh no, come on. Which one was that now? Oh, not our siege guy. Okay, thank God. So we still have siege 3 here. Perfect, and now we hunt that army. If our vessel doesn't do it already. Yeah, he does. Perfect. So we just siege everything. Where does he go to? Where's he moving? Really? We have 7,000. We can't take that. That's crazy. Yeah, let's help them. Bye-bye. Siege everything down. Yeah, the metals are not yet full. Not even remotely. The problem is just that we don't have peasants. So we are growing by 0.2 and 0.224 are immigrating. The problem here is that's why I'm leaning towards doing the peasants reform as soon as possible. Because then the open migration is much larger. Which means that we can... come on, move there. Then investing and provoking migration is much more useful here, actually. Let's actually check while we wait. Metal deposits here once again. So we are going to take 2, actually. That's good. This one as well. Oh, wait a second. We already have that from the integration we did. Yeah, and we also opened that up at some point, but we don't have the population, right? Not really. So we have to invest. What we should also do here is open up crop if it works. No, the output is too bad. In this case, we need to open up pasture. just to have something which provides food in emergency cases. And the siege is done. Nice. Only maps, come on. Question is now, we are going to annex these things up here. But I'm not sure about the vessel down there. They are not yet overseas, so we could state them actually. But we would get unrest for them, which is something I want to avoid. But let's see. Come on. I think the metal province was these two. Hareen, Hari, and Gari. But let's see. Yes, metal here. Is it open? Yes, it is. And Hareen here. Also metal, and it's also opened. Nice. So we are going to provide one province to Mogadishu here. And the question is now here. Is there anything of note here? It's a cities, ivory, a little bit of commerce, but nothing spectacular. Ivory, sea salt. And here, ivory, sea salt as well, but a harbor. But a terrible one. Okay, let's see. If I take everything here. 100 dip. And if I take this one, these ones. Well, come on. Come on. 150. Do we have claims here? Mogadishu. Mogadishu. Nobody. Okay, so let's give everything to Mogadishu, even though we integrate them. There we go. And then that's going to be our peace deal here. Take everything we can. That's 99%. We are lucky. And bye-bye to these ones here. Now we go back to Benadi here again with our fleet. Yeah, but I don't want more vessels, actually. So, yeah, we can't integrate Hareen. Okay, what? Can't integrate Hareen? Okay. Because nobody has a core there. So. Doesn't matter, we can. The later point. Yeah, we are going to get some rebels from this, but should be fine. Actually, we can probably put our army here temporarily and just put it on suppress. Will help a little bit, but probably only delay the rebellion. At least we're going to face at least one, maybe two. So... was there something? We could do a grain dole actually. Yeah, it's good. Now, let's take the tech as well. It's a conquistador, thank you. It doesn't matter. It's not that important right now. However, we can put our naval leader temporarily. Did he just die? Yeah, assume. Okay, then we can just recruit a normal general here now. And, he is it. Okay. To run, please do it. Yeah. Now let's pray that we get the trade post on Madagascar. Our trade fleet is again active. Let's check it out. We do have 46% now in Konkan. The next trade node we would like to dominate is probably... Yeah, probably this one here, Gujarat, how it's named. Gujarata? Probably. We would need a separate trade fleet for this as well. And then another merchant, if we ever get one. Or, more importantly, we probably have to put one down there in Somalia. So one down here. And one here, because we are losing trade value here currently. All that we produce is going into the void. Or rather into the pockets of our vessels, which is not bad. So we need one more urgently. Yeah, urgently. Here we can only wait. Trade power inlands would still work, but we don't really have merchants to do things like that. Let's check something. Casual literacy. Oh wait, I know the values. We need 4 knowledge produced to have a decent invention speed. Where are we? High education here. We are at 1.4. It's not even half. And we are only 24 years left. Come on. Another expedition to the Indian Ocean. And someone is rebelling against Ethiopia here now. So that's good. Nubian Succession War. Aha. Interesting. So I'm leaning towards integrating Mombasa next. Actually, we should make sure that everyone has a royal marriage here. Ifat needs one as well. 100 duck. Yeah, let's do it for loyalty. We can also start considering what else we want to do here in Ethiopia. Theoretically, these regions here are extremely profitable. So like the Kaffa provinces here, they have 1,200 forests with ivory. Velamo here has 1,600 forests with 300 for farmlands and also ivory. And I think these ones are not much smaller, 1,800 forestries. Yeah. And wooded highlands, which would provide us with a lot of timber actually, if we mine them. So that would be something worth going for. So maybe it makes sense that we put them as realms of interest, basically. However, that would put us into conflict with Alva. And theoretically, I want to integrate these guys here relatively soon. So we would maybe need another subject here. Like Hadija, for example. Or we conquer them manually. And then try to suppress unrest for long enough. Probably the more attractive option, actually. Because that integrates them faster into our economy than vassalizing first and then getting stuck on diplomatic power, which we lack. Mavuti! Where's that? What? Ah, it's these islands here. Okay, maybe that changes something. Nah, it's unlikely. But we can still try. Mombasa. This land. Aha. Interesting. That opened up all of these provinces now, but not these ones. Right? Mahayanga. No, there it is. Mahayanga. What about Antanankara? Why can I take Mahayanga but not... Oh, wait a second. Is it not a core yet? Oh, it's not a core yet. Okay. As soon as they are a core, I can take them. That's something I didn't know. So that's what we do. The problem is that we'll get extreme amounts of liberty desire on that subject. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take more direct annexations now. I was a little bit too greedy on the diplomatic vassalization stuff. So, but basically we are going to invest a lot of admin here in taking out all of... yeah, taking out all of Madagascar here. So we're going to make a claim here again, or a spy network first. And as soon as this core is done, we are going to try to take these provinces from them. So we are annexing these ones. We have annexed that stuff. This vessel is done. We are not going to enlarge Mombasa any further. We are going to take these stuff. We are going to manually annex everything of Madagascar here. And in regards to our expansion with trade posts, after we have done the after we have done the Indian Ocean colonies here, actually we could... How many are left? So Indian Ocean. Yeah, it's only these two provinces here on Madagascar now. These are the ones which are left. And afterwards we are going to move east because we want to get to the... basically into the Malacca Strait and into the Sunda Strait and then into the Moluccas here, which we want to use for our... Yeah, to get the exotics from there and get a connection to China eventually, at least for trade. Actually, let's check trade again. We are at... I will clear the Indian Ocean region in that regard, that the Europeans can't make a port there, a colony. So that shouldn't be a problem because we are only 2 left and we basically have 1477, so we have like a century of a head start, more or less. Not a century, but 20, 50 years. And we can still expand on commerce here. It's crazy. Let's go. Let's do it. In regards to diplomatic annexations, I actually think Mogadishu is ongoing right now. Afterwards, I think I want to do Mombasa and then Ifat. Because that's the... Nice. Let's see. Mombasa. East Land. We can't. I don't understand the rules. Okay, then we take Mahayanga. Plus 45. Oh, okay. They don't like this, but doesn't matter. And we just dump a lot of prestige into them. But we can make it a corner. And could we now take... Yeah, they are unruly, of course. What can we do? We can... Nah, we just have to dump prestige on them over time. It's fine. Do we want anything from these things here? Naval attrition, make claims in overseas regions. Settler chance is also not important here. Yeah, Mombasa won't like it what we do to them. But now we actually can start on taking everything out here. So we are 82, 5 years, then we can start on continuing here in... Yeah, exactly. After we finish the integration of Mogadishu, the Liberty Desire should significantly go down, because currently we have the problem that the military of my vessels is quite large combined compared to ours. So that's something which is driving the Liberty Desire up, which is a problem. Purple, you're right, maybe purple doesn't have a truce, but I would like to make the core here first. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, actually, let's do it. Why wait? Why wait? Also, we get prestige from the wars, so... And money. Ooh, we are up to 19 income. 25 even? 25 even. Yeah, taxation went through the roof again. So the question is why? Is it really the corruption which went down over the years? Nah, not really. Then I really don't know. Revenue is 847. But from what? I'm confused. It's not our property because we don't have any. Where does it come from though? Trade value went up again here. We are now at 12.3 trade value with 10 income and 5 here. Yeah, it is trade basically. And what are they building here? Passing now. Ooh. Fascinating. And even here, as construction starting, irrigations are being built. What's going here? On here? Irrigation as well. Yeah, okay, our provinces are getting extremely rich. It's only 24 from burger obligations. We had already 68 at an earlier point. So it was significantly higher. I assume it's mostly just taxation improved. So we can check out here. Taxes here. That's nothing. Actually, we should reduce our admin investment. Yeah, it still doesn't say in here. I wanted to fix that. So aristocrat dues are 44. Rent dues are 45 from burgers. But charter fees is not shown currently. Yeah, 147 from property isn't large. It's okay, but could be much more stuff. Okay, where is my fleet? Where's my army? Ah, it's getting shipped. Ooh, we get tactics soon. Nice. It's just taxation. So taxation improved. Probably from corruption here. So we are down to 45 corruption here in the capital. That's the thing. It was much higher here in the capital, so... Look at the wealth of the burghers. 10,000. 10,000 wealth. That's really high. Yeah, I'm actually using poll taxes currently. But here it's... Where are they? Here. It's just on low here. Because we are not making money from the general population, we are making money from the trade taxes. Noble dues is high, rent dues is high, which is also targeting the burghers because commerce is counted as a for rent basically. Charter fees here is low. Still, do we see the details here on provincial administration here. Yeah, tariffs 268. Yeah, actually we can disable poll taxes. That's a good point. We can do this. So poll taxes here, bye-bye. And we can also lower this one to like 15. Delegate again. Nah, I don't want to take stuff from the burghers because they're building infrastructure for me. One more for the Indian Ocean. And now let's get started here. So, the times are really long for returning stuff. Oh, we also have a rebel problem relatively fast. Yeah, poll taxes are most of the time not worth it unless you play a really big rural empire without a lot of stuff. Mahafali, Sihanaka. Sihanaka is this one, and Mihafali is probably the one. Ah, no, this one in the south. Okay. So we just conquer our way southwards here, and we continue making claims here. As soon as our guy is back. Yeah, the most income is not taxes, it is tariffs actually. So severe looting. So that's the thing basically. But we have a tariff income of 168 here. And the tariff income here of 268. As we can see, the total revenue here is 323. So that's where all the money comes from. And actually, let's see. Commerce again, 91% throughput. It's making 531 profits currently. So that's a lot. What are we trading? 10,800 value in food still. 1,800 in raw materials, which is not a lot, but consumer is 4,000 by now. That increased as well. Industrial is 4,000 as well. It's also a lot. And exotics is only 8,000. So exotics has actually decreased over the last years. Maybe they can't supply me with enough stuff. But let's continue here. What we can check actually is, do we maybe want to be greedy? Yeah, I think we can also take these ones down here. I would consider that this is worth it. Smugglers are running a rampart. Stop them. And we can prepare for our capital here. What? Why can't we? Let's set it up anew. 0 plus 0. Okay, if we go to level 2, what's going on here? I assume it has to do with the ongoing project here, which the estates have started. Trade efficiency, do we have that? No, we don't. So we can bend to the wishes of the aristocrats. Yes, we can. So probably because of the stuff the estates are building, we can't make a capital right now. We just have to wait like 1-2 years until the pathing is done, or at least smaller, which is slightly annoying right now, but fine. We will find a time window to do this eventually. Oh yeah, it's a good point. We can upgrade. There's also stuff ongoing. Oh, wait a second. Only one, please. Yeah, we can upgrade this one to level 4 as well. That's a good point. Harborage level 4. 800 only. That's cheap. And meanwhile, they build stuff for us. That's good. And we are going to get quite some money out of this as well. But also we have to consider the next reforms again soon. But we should rake in some of the profits here right now. Be profitable for a while, at least like 3, 4, 5 years, and then we can do a reform again. Or rather do some bureaucratic reforms, because we are at 25 state reach, so we can do some stuff. And then we should consider... Oh, come on! Only maps? Anyway, even if you didn't mean that one, but it's a good idea to upgrade the Halish port because of the commerce bonuses. We should also check Muscat soon again. Yeah, we can take everything here. So we're also going to take these two if they let us. Ah, the population resettlement is expired, so that's something we want to do as well next. So we finish the war and then we investigate for resident movement again. We need claims on Marina next as well. Ooh, we got a merchant. So we're up to 6 now. Okay. This one streams here. This one streams here. This one can only stream towards Sanj, so we should put this one here, because else everything we stream here is lost. And we are integrating the vessel here, so we need to collect here now. Yeah, Madagascar is also in Sanish, whatever it's pronounced. Because that trade node will go up in value very quickly when our plans here are progressing. Our 3 years for the truce here. We can't sadly take Haka here. Suits of entrepreneur Ferris studious. Let's take the studious son here. Oh, yes. Yes, please. That's 13 points in total. Hopefully that's enough for our tenant reform afterwards. How old are we? 30 to 10. So we wait until he is of age, basically. And then we can see if we maybe want to consider retiring. England was the first to discover the New World. Not Portugal. But Portugal has exploration ideas. Interesting. And Castile either? Oh, they are only starting on... Yeah, they had done so many wars here in North Africa that they probably don't have the dip points for that kind of shenanigans. How much do we get in Sanish? 0.65. Nice. And our integration is also relatively far already. Make a claim here. But we have unrest growing. I didn't find it until... yeah. It's very early actually for a New World from the AI. So that's quite... well, good. It's probably... Come on. Go there. Yes, perfect. Come on. There we are. Can we take everything? Yes. Even Ethiopia will hate us for it. We don't care. 29. We need to recall this guy. Forgot about it. Actually, can we maybe white piece these guys? That would be useful. If we can, that would shorten the conquest of this island significantly. So, come on. Let's do this. Probably we just have to stand on the capital, hopefully. Yeah, I know that you want to make peace. I also want to make peace to stop the rebels from spawning. Sultan is martial educator. I think that I didn't have that trait for a long time. Interesting that it gives general cost and admiral cost, which is like really pointless. Maybe we should change that to a bit better bonus, because minus 10% on a thing that costs 40 monarch power. Wow. You can really ignore that. 41. So we have to visit their army. Really? We have to go around? Yeah, in this case, we don't care. Yeah. You mean with extra leader, some like a leader for free, or you mean like leader cap? Because leader cap is also not a problem. Because of the fact that you get... where are they again? That you can have 5 leaders already. It's a very meh trade overall. Okay, here we are. We're going to keep the forts, actually, for a while. Yeah, we can't call the other ones here in the south yet, because it's too far away. That was to be expected. Now, we do have claims here, but we still need claims here on Marina. Which means that's something we have to do now. Or do we have... No, we don't have a claim. We also need to claim here on Antai-Saka. And we just went to Culture Union. Actually, regarding army tradition... Yeah, we can do an upgrade here. We can go to regional militia. So we lose the minus 0.5%. Which means that we are going up in army tradition significantly now. Yeah, so we can now increase this. Provincial power, yeah. Take the provincial power holder here. And now we have to move to Adran again. What? Why would you do this? Okay, get into the ship. Again, Indian Ocean. And let's go here. Yeah, drill gain might be a thing to give on that leader. That's I like that idea. The general cost is just really... Why would it even be there? Now, so we do have a rebellion in these 4 provinces. If we provoke them, that would be 13. That's a lot. Mogadishu rebels, where are you? Oh, in this province, okay. So let's actually provoke the Mogadishu rebels here. So provoke. Bye bye. But the other ones we will wait. So we are going to just sit here in Hadama and wait it out. $28 income now. We lost our claim a second time. Since... Yeah, automatic transport is checking for something. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but it's super stupid that it would unload here in Mombasa and then walk from there. It's really weird sometimes. And we are getting a lot of new vision. Not sure where. Baronia revolts. I'm the king of Naples. Interesting. That's something I never saw. And I played Naples recently. Let's take these techs here. And here's the next idea group on the horizon already. And also plus 2% resource size. That's going to be juicy. Do we want to invest more? Yes, we still want to invest more. So let's do another 50 and 50 here. And how is the construction going? Still ongoing. Yeah, we can check the map actually. We do have time right now. So Great Ming is still here in India, which is scary. Actually, what is their vessels? So they have subjugated a lot of stuff by now. Dangerous. Again, lost on sea. Majapahit is annexing further and further and have reached up here into northern Thailand? No, southern Thailand. Yeah, southern Thailand. Indian is surprisingly split. Yeah, the estates are always building it to parallelism. But that's not a problem, actually, because that means that it can be finished within a year if they have the resources for it. In very rare cases like in our here, where we are relatively rich, they might invest Damascus. No. We are not going to invite problems with the Mamluks here. I can't use the colonist. That's the funny part of it. So we can't colonize here in Africa because we are not an African nation. We are still an Arabian Near Eastern nation. So even though there might be colonies... where is the potential colony list? Possible colonies here, yeah. So they are all on Africa. Wait a second, where? No, it's still the same. Even though it's on MENA, yeah, even though it's on the MENA continent here, it is not, I can't colonize it. That's very sad. So we need to have a nation with capital in Africa or Diplotech level 50. We would need to move our capital basically down here to Zanzibar to be able to colonize everything like this. Which is super annoying. Sadly. Okay, can we now take... Oh no, we need to wait for this core here to finish. And I still want to take this province here. So Mombasa, you get hit by this again. Okay, so rebellion is there. We still can't take this province, but we maybe can take it when Mahayanga is actually caught. Ooh, that's fast. Yeah. So actually, let's solve this problem by temporarily having a fort here so that it doesn't happen again in the future. Tehran wants to have an alliance. Who are you? And why do we have 2 more slots? We went up, right? We are now an empire, right? Significant, yeah. We went up to significant. That's why. Tehran is not interesting for us. Which means, though, that we can focus on this alliance here if we can get it to work. Yeah, we can. When we have more diplomats. Which we don't right now. Actually, that would be a thing to do. We can revoke the sophisticated emissaries here. So open up the service to all courtiers, or courtiers, or whatever it's pronounced. And fix the stuff now by doing disown and yield concessions here. And therefore we are going to get a new diplomat on the year's turn. Morocco has a problem. And now we can ship over to our new possessions again. Could we make a colony here? No, trade ports can only be colonized with... Cannot be colonized with colonies only through expeditions. Yeah, that was to be expected here. Let's actually stabilize a bit more here. What can we call now? The other round things. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Investment has happened. Nice. We actually have to update that to include all provinces again. We should also again invest into our mining industry because we need it. So it was Hirab. Oh, we need state reach there. It was these two and it was Worcester. So we need also to do the expand authority here and then give them tributes again to allow us to do investments here in these two. Exactly. And update our mines or increase our raw materials income. Crazy that this is 42% our extension. There's one good thing that the AI is building pathing here currently, because that will increase garrisons now. That will increase the communication efficiency here as well. What we are making here? Irrigation and harborages. Ah yeah, the harborage was us, okay. So in general it's not bad that the AIs, the estates are investing here and building that stuff up. Also pathing, I think from level 2 onwards will provide us with a commerce bonus. I'm not exactly sure right now out of my head where it kicks in, even though I coded it, but I forgot where it is. I mean, we can maybe check Egypt or something and see. Here's road level 2. Yeah, exactly here. Commerce output plus 2.5% and a little bit more burgers. So when we reach pathing 2, that's also profitable for our capital. And we got a 7th merchant. Now that's fast. The next merchant will definitely be here. And also, no alliance. We want to check our trade ships here. We do have a lot more force limit by now. I didn't notice that. So we should build... Actually, let's make a template here. And build another 5 here. And then we can send that to India as well here and stream over all this trade value to us and make us even richer. Meanwhile, we take over Madagascar here. We really want this province here in the north because it's the only proper national harbor. And we want to build a city there. There currently isn't, so we really have to do this. Actually, I completely forgot. We talked about moving residents to our capital again. Before our new king takes over. In maybe some years. So, let's do that again as before. We take urban population here. All my own provinces. Yeah, so basically we only have Sana and Lahish here. And I would say... How about you? 19. I would say we steal 5,000 each from these two. And move them to Aden. So 5,000 from 2 residents. Yeah, 122 money. That's fine. And keep pushing residents up. We are now at 84,000. We have amenities 4 as well. Everything is nice. We are just getting richer and richer extremely quickly. And now... and there we have our third diplomat here, actually. We can declare war here. And this will pull in Antaisaka, which is this guy, and Sihanaka again, which is this guy. So we can... Oh, that would pull Marina in. Let's just do it this way. Maybe we should split our army there. So one here. And with a second general. Let's get the Conquistador. There we are. Terrible one. Actually, can we maybe take this one first so we can start coring it? 2nd of June. Yeah, we can wait for this. Hope your rebels. So there's one up here as well. This one. Interesting. Protected peasantry has expired. Ooh, Institute Rice Regiment. How far in are they? They have done 4 reforms already. That's really good for the AI. However, they probably have... Oh, they have only one member state... one state outside of the HIE? Where's that again? Political Imperial here. Fascinating. Now that's cool. If they get... I mean, the problem is that the Reformation is going to... Oh, come on again. Okay, chastise the landowners here. Even though that costs us a lot of loyalty. Yeah, let's do one more marriage here. And we are already behind July, but we can make another claim. We can do one on Marina. Actually, maybe we want to take out Marina first. And we want to take this province here. So, Mombasa. Give me... Antan Karana. Yeah, here we go. Even though you are extremely disloyal now, we don't care. And actually we are going for Marina first, and then the other remnants. So here we go. And we declare war immediately. Because they don't have any troops. Here we go. And you go here. That should be over very quickly. And then we can start on a spy network here. As soon as we have a diplomat. And move everything here. So we have unified Madagascar in a very short time. Why did our income drop again? What kind of fluctuations are this? Funny. What's happening here? Ooh, these texts here are expanding actually. And our integration is also almost done. And again, we lose at sea. Do we have anything else we can explore? No. Annoying. Actually, I think these are trade ships, right? So we could use them to trade when we don't have anything to discover right now. Ah, we can also upgrade them. I forgot apparently about these guys. Okay, we'll just wait for the sieges to finish. And here we upgrade our fleet. So we can move that guy over again. Basileo is done. So we don't really have a lot of unrest here because it's a trade company, so minus 25%. Bonfire of the Vanity. Oh, that's our siege guy. He should go there. Speed that up a bit. And... come on, move faster. And you go here. So we want everything. It's very dip heavy, everything we do here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well that it's basically something that happens in India, which is, or somewhere, at least. Here. That was my mistake here. It might also be things like someone takes over another state here. So if Vishnaranagar, for example, expands and takes out one of my trading partners, that might also be an issue, which causes that kind of drops in income temporarily. Bye-bye, Marina. We can core 1 or 2. We can core. And now the next step is... oh, Grand Captain has died. Oh yeah, let's take the siege guy. Speed everything up a bit. Where's our fleet? We need it here now. And now we go after these guys here, which should pull in everything else. Oh! You decided to drop out. Interesting. So we need a separate spy network here. So that's actually making things easier for us. So we just declare war on these two. Funny. So here, here, and then the other army. Oh, come on, stop running away. Nothing can save you here. Really, I can't move around? Okay, then I siege. I can't siege that? Whew. What's that, actually? That's 1 garrison and a level 2 siege. Okay. Castle, not siege. Let's switch that song. Let's make our new trade fleet. And Mombasa Pretender Rebels, okay, we don't care. Throughput of our commerce is still 90. That's insane. Yeah. It's just going up, up, up. It's only one direction. Well, but at least our Madagascar conquest is almost done now. And that's extremely profitable. Because the raw materials that we are... oh, I forgot something. Haha. There was something we wanted to do when we took all provinces in from our Mombasa subject, at least from here in Madagascar. And that's sad that we just had the 1 year tick here, because what we wanted to do is to... we can't. Okay, we need to core it first before we can open up anything here. Maybe we can do a trick. Area. Haha. And now we got a pin. And now we switch back to individual. We can't remove them. Okay, that didn't work. And neighbors, areas, regions, stated provinces, okay, we can't. So we just have to wait until we have a core, and then we can open up a city here. Unless I also want to open up... You know what? It can't hurt. So we just open... we open up ship. We open up ship. Armaments. And textiles here. We can't invest there because for this we need to wait for the core, but we at least opened up the industries, hopefully. Maybe we couldn't, actually. Well, let's wait it out. Maybe it will appear, maybe not. Remember about education. You mean the incoming institution, right? Yeah, timber and fibers will be massive here from Madagascar. Okay, now we can go there as a whole. Do we want to finish up Madagascar or not? I mean, we could also start on South Africa, basically. Or we go into India. So in reach is Western India, Southern India and Eastern India. Let's actually check if there is anything. So Western India does have nothing which is uncolonized. Southern India has one undiscovered province, which might be... No, we see Andaman. Who is it though? We don't know yet. Maybe these guys actually here. These provinces here. But is it Western India? I don't know. Let's not risk it. And then we have Eastern India. But Eastern India does not have nothing as well. So we can't reach into Malay yet. So we continue in the Indian Ocean here. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't really matter if we invest into education here, because we are already at a throughput of 68%, so we just lack population. Just simple as that. We can invest a little bit here, maybe, but it won't change much, because we just need more urban population for that to go up. Our urban population is 69%, so it might make sense to just dump a bit more into it to make them grow faster. And actually, can we... Oh, 203 development. I would like to do citizen growth, but that's costing me dip. I don't think so. No, it's a bad idea. Imperial Crown. When we are at peace, we can do this. We should. So now we siege this guy. And actually, where are the ports? Here. Both ports are there. Yeah, the institution that comes next is going to be tough. Let's say like this. And in the end, there's not much we can do to boost that up because we don't have big enough cities just to grow it fast. So it will be just very slow. Ashiga Shogunate prevails. I wanted to see if these events work, actually. Well, we are going to see if they form Japan or not. The current idea groups that we have is trade, aristocracy, naval, bureaucracy, and exploration. So basically, we started with trade and aristocracy. Aristocracy is something we might want to drop at some point to replace it with something else. We maybe could have done that already, but yeah, we had temporarily we had a lot of admin points. We could have dropped aristocracy, but it's also not too bad to have because it gives relations, which we were lacking for a while. And yeah. Ooh, investment again. Come on. The next one will be economy ideas. Oh, we can make one more core. Come again, only maps. Annoying. Oh, they would make peace, actually. So let's loot this province for... Nah, we don't need to. We want to have them anyway. So we shouldn't loot. And then there's only one more left. So let's do it. And more people will not like us. Fine. I still don't care. And now, because we are at peace, we can rear an imperial crown and make ourselves an empire. Nice. And we can continue. Ooh, we are at 96%. We have to be a bit more careful now. But we are finishing Menabe next. So all is fine. When we are sure that there will not be any rebels, then we can remove the forts here, which, as we can see, are a lot of them. But right now it helps to pacify the island. Realm unification. Yeah, that's a very good casus belli, which we can use at some point. Actually, why are we moving there? We need to move south here to take these guys out. As soon as we have... Yeah, they made a coalition against us. Oh no! So maybe let's do a little bit of outraged countries here. It's only 19 in there. I mean, only, but... it should be fine, actually. Ethiopia has gone in a coalition with us. Ooh. Maybe we should have been a bit more careful. No. Actually, what we maybe want to do now is ally to these guys. So they have 29,000 troops. At least the force limit of it. So let's improve relation with them. Alva is still our ally here. We should also improve relation with them before they betray us. But who would do that, right? And our second trade fleet should go to Gujarata. Yes, please. Improve our income even further. Why do we have 2 ships here? Oh, also light ships. Okay, we send them to Konkan. Overall, it's going great. I would say. Is there anything else we can do in reforms here? No, not really. Coalition, I don't care. We are at limit, that's fine. So we do need 65 relations, if I remember correctly. Shaiban Ulas has too many diplomatic relations. Aha. They can't make royal marriages either. Or do we maybe want to ally a Fatal? Banu Khalid, Khorshid, Anissa. They only have 16,000, but they are not a horde, which is a little bit more stable. Oh, Sistan has taken over Baluchistan, as we can see here. What about allying Sistan? That would also be an option. You could also try to vassalize more stuff here in Arabia. We do have the diplomatic relations right now. I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Options, options, options here. Ooh, Kaffa has expanded here. So did they break free? Yeah. Has the following a junior partner, Alvar? What? We lost our alliance. How did that happen? Come on, seriously? Ah. Okay, we lost our alliance here. That explains things. So maybe Al Fatal isn't that bad of an option here. Let's recall this guy here. Make a royal marriage here and then make an alliance, I would say. Elevated tributary. Can they even make an alliance with us? That's the question. Oh no, our spy network got detected. Oh, that's bad. No, we can't ally them. Yeah, we don't want to go against the Mamluks right now. They are way too strong and we have problems. So, Al-Fatal is not an option because they are subject and we cannot negotiate alliance with them. So it has to be the Shiba and Ulus here, which don't like us enough yet. Sistan. We could even vassalize them, but they have 2,000 manpower. Yeah, nope. How about you guys? Banu Tamim has subjects of its own. A tributary state, Shamar. Banu Khalid, how about you? We could vassalize you, actually. I mean, why not? We don't need to expand in this direction anytime soon. So 43 of 66. If we increase relation, that should be fixed easily. Okay, let's get a new... let's train this guy. So how much do they have? 9,000. Oh, why not? Death of a merchant. Let's take the money. We can make a royal marriage with them, actually. So, and you... 24 of 25. And he got a maneuver skill. Nice. We can actually take this mission now. For additional trade power. Zanzibar will be the next annexation we do. Oh, can we do the capital now? Yeah, actually maybe we can. Capital level 2. Ah, not 2. 1. Level 1. 2000 again. Okay, we have to save up. And then we can finally do it. Could we vassalize Banu Kilab as well? Yeah, we could. So actually we could just get 2 more vessels here. Although that wouldn't help us with the Liberty Design problems we have. Oh! We have a problem. Haha. The Mogadishu annexation has stopped because of relation problems. So we should... yes. We have to do some stuff here. To get that fixed. I was already wondering why it doesn't finish up here. I lost to the sea again. So we are at 63%. Yeah, relations should probably fix most of that. So we can first of all trade our favors for trust with them. That should help as well. Come on. Yeah, I think we should focus on getting some priority targets done, which for example are the annexations here. So get these trust bonuses here. Now we are at 63% already. That's really nice. Relations are improving and we might just want to throw them, yeah, 60 cash, that's good. For some more trust, 59%, trader has died. And we take the trader, the new one. Yeah, we can only wait here, actually. Yeah, we missed, or we forgot a little bit about improving relations here. We still need an alliance partner, actually. So if we can get these guys going, that would be still the best. So let's improve here as well. Core sheet now. Yeah, we could go for that diplomatic relation type guy. But we could also just take the leverage here. That should be fine as well. And now we are down to 54%. That's really nice. 87% throughput. We've got a little bit ahead of the curve now. But our burgers are growing 13,000, almost 14,000 cap. That's really a lot. But the income is almost from almost 10 went down to 7.5. Oh yeah. It's too far away though. But that will be fixed over time. So with the next diplomatic tax, we get more range again. I'm not sure what our range currently is. So actually getting these guys and then trying to... Getting Ottomans as well would be nice. So we can try to get the alliance here. Even temporarily having that is probably worth it. Come on. Celebrate the new alliance. Perfect. And they don't like it anymore. The coalition is collapsing immediately because of the new threat level here. We're also going to take this dip tech here now. Maybe that already is enough to get us in range. That would be nice. Another option would be to maybe conquer Banu Khalid so that we are here in Iraq, and maybe that's then close enough from border to border. That might be a decent option as well. 181. And our diplomatic range is what? Is that written somewhere? I'm not sure. I'm not fully committed on economic ideas, but that's still my preferred version. Ah, here. Diplomatic range is 181. Ah, it doesn't tell me how much I need. Wow. That's annoying. Oh, they made a new one. Funny. We need to make... we are so close again. So soon the annexation can restart. We still need to make a new spy network here again, so let's do this. Do we have anything that can give us prestige? Is there a mission or something? Ah, down here. Get claim on Zanzibar. That's fine. Trade efficiency and ship trade power. Yes, please. Central Swahili. Get a permanent claim on Mafia, wherever that is. Conquer Kilbar. We already have that modifier. Okay, and claim on Sofala. So what do we have now? Nah, there's one claim. Okay. Wow. But we didn't get any prestige from this. The coalition again disappears. Funny. Do we have more force limit by now? No, we don't. I really would like to finish that integration here though now. 51%. Actually, maybe it's worth to go temporarily above our cap here. Even though we had 12 force limit. Yeah, single claim, so good. Wow, yeah. But at least gives you a casus belli against that region in the end. But still, it's like, wow. Okay, the problem here now is that we can't attack Ethiopia or Kafar because of the consequences of that. And the annexation is progressing again. Nice. And here we get the royal marriage with Mogadishu again, which now the Liberty Desire problem is fixed. Awesome. Which means we can recall this guy and use him for something else. We do have a rebel thing ongoing here in Hopyo. Which province was it again? Okay, this one. Get them over there. Yeah, how do we get in range of Ottomans? Anisa, Banu Kilab. That's going to be nasty if we do it. Oh, really? It immediately disappeared again? No, there. Seriously? Game. Game. Oh, come on, again, only maps. Where's the RNG here? So maybe we Westerlize Banu Kilab here. And then attack Banu Khalid on the other side afterwards. And that opens the door to Iraq, and then we can maybe ally with the Ottomans. Maybe. Even though I don't really want to go into this direction. I mean, yes, I want to form Arabia at some point. But it's not urgent because, as you already said, like, it's nice and accepted cultures, and it's a lot of nomads and nothing else. So it's pretty shitty. Or not, at least it's not really worth it, probably. Let's do the grain dole again. And let's actually provoke them. Really, it's still 50%, 54 now. Come on. Why? I don't need to understand this. The fleet is really expensive there. It's 9 ducats for our fleet. It's really a lot. I'm not sure if that's really worth it there. I mean, we're pulling 50% of the trade value out here. 3.6 to the Red Sea, 1.7. If that's worth it, I don't know. I mean, we are making 14.8 of trade, but probably would do a lot anyway. Okay, let's do... Okay, one last thought. Do we want to do this? We don't want to do a dip group because we are behind. We can't do colonialism yet because we are not in the New World and we don't have the dip tech to reach it yet. The only other alternative would be to do a military tech group, for which I would heavily favor either quantity or logistics. But I got the feeling that we maybe want to do that as a next idea group. Ah, the treasurer is dead. We do have this guy, the older man. 43%, really? Is there anything else we can do to lower their stuff? Yeah, I think I want to do an admin idea group, and I think the best one we can do is economic. I mean, scholastic is also an option because it gives us a lot of things for technology stuff. Like technology costs, institution spread, and institution embracement stuff. Ah, come on, game. The one thing why I'm a little bit looking at economic ideas is because it gives us a general economic boost. Yeah, scholastic, that's my thought as well. Scholastic might be a thing in exchange for aristocratic. So humanist is not necessary for us because we are mostly going to have trade company provinces, and everything in Arabia is going to be of our own religion and our culture. So we don't really need that. And admin port maintenance is not really necessary for us. Inflation reduction is also not necessary for us. Harsh treatment is also not necessary. Admin cost is okay. It's not really worth it. Stability increase is okay. Okay, then I don't get your plan in regards to what you want with Scholastic. So the best thing about administrative is the provincial corruption reduction and the CE reduction. But I think because we are only coastal, the actual reduction of pathing, the skill increases, and the project costs in general is better. Yeah, and our urban industries are terrible, and education skill and global institution spread also plays well into our problem that we are going to have problems with the next institution, which is on the horizon now. Okay, our annexation finally continues and finally gets close to an end. So let's do this. We are going economic, and we are going to probably get quite some stuff out of it. We can do a new thing here. So we do currently have yearly. We don't need inflation reduction. Ooh, we can take the diplomatic relation thing. I mean, nothing stops us from doing income from vessels here, except that it bankrupts our vessels, basically. But we don't mind anymore, because we're annexing them. So now we get 1.65 from them. They have to pay us 38.5% of their tax income. Stop them. Yeah, back to our core plan. I think I want to do this. I'm going to vassalize Banu Kilab now. Aristocrats demand stricter sumptuary laws. What? No, trade efficiency, no. No. Refuse. So we need to improve relations here first. Wolverines. And hopefully we are not getting detected here, so we can finish up our nice... Actually, let's put our king as general, in the hope that he dies, so that our super heir can take over. And we should also keep in mind that we need actually to save up some points here. 200 admin for this. And another... It doesn't tell us here. Probably another 200 for pre-peasantry. So we should always keep that in mind. Here, Van. It's fear. No. Not interested. We still have 2 slots left now. So we can vassalize Banu Kilab. Could we vassalize Kais as well? No. No, not a chance. But could we vassalize Banu Khalid? Yes, we could. Ah, okay, so we maybe just vassalize these 2. And that's our way into Arabia over time. Might be worth it. Because they are also nice military providers for us. So that they can defend us against whatever comes. And so that in the core here of Arabia is, of course, useful. Nice, we got a province down here. Now. And where can we... it does it automatically. 2 stability. Yeah, we still need to do some reforms there. That's something we really have to keep an eye on now. We are very slow with our state reach reforms. We have 62 corruption. It's not going down any further. So we have to be, again, conservative with our monarch powers, basically. Oh, I just noticed that I made a tea a while ago. And now it's cold. Okay. Yeah, then let's cancel this conversion here. Ah, we got the... Yes, we got the stuff for the... So now we can actually attack. And the integration is also almost done. That's nice. And then we can save up some dip again for what is to come. And there we are. Mogadishu is annexed. And we got some army from that, which we don't need. And actually we can remove this castle and we can remove this castle here. We can even remove the other ones here in Madagascar soon. First of all, let's take this one out. And wrap up our conquest here. Actually, we can make states, yes. We can make states here. Now, the really interesting part is now will be the increase in skill here in Mogadishu now. So they are currently at 99 commerce with 135 skill. So basically they can get 100 more skill. So to support that, we are going to invest 100 ducats in this. Is there anything else we need to know? There is a little bit of trade here. 20 commerce. Yeah, maybe let's invest like 10 commerce in every thing that we see here. So like here and here. Anything else? Here down here it's probably not developed. I don't think there is a city here, right? Oh, it's a little bit of a city. We don't care for the moment. However, what we care about is the utility decisions here, and that we update our investment manager now. So that he really has everything. And actually I want to increase that a bit. So to 30%. There we go. Okay, we're attacking here. We should put one of our diplomats now on subjects and keep it like this. Severe looting. We are improving here, and so let's also improve with Banu Khalid. The army is dead down there. And we have 10 prestige, which we could invest into Dankali, actually. Because that should be our next... Because Mamluks are supporting Dankali, which is annoying me like crazy. Let's annex this one. Get that problem out of the way. Mombasa can wait. Can wait. This owned relative has expired. We are going to refresh at least one of this. The yield concessions. Yeah, that should be fine. What are they doing here? Ottomans are doing nothing currently, which is funny. Probably they don't want to risk going after Hungary. They don't want to go after the Mamluks. Some rebels here in England. Scandinavia is doing not much currently. Maja Hapit is constantly expanding there. Curious to see if we get a merchant from the annexation here. Actually, did we get new ships? Oh, we got new ships from our annexation, but we don't care. So we have 14 transport ships here. Expanded authority has expired. Actually, let's remove these castles here now. Save the cash from this. We don't need them. And because this one is now caught, we can actually focus on this. Oh no, the city was actually opened. Nice. So we don't need to. Instead, we are going to just dump cash into this. Because we want to grow this province as much as possible now to get it infrastructure. And also we need to get it institutions. It has embraced centralism and commercialization. Ah no, that's because we have embraced it. But it's not existing in this province. Which is going to be interesting. So we need to probably decrease clans' power here. Yeah, a lot. Really, really a lot. Before these provinces will modernize in any way. But everything is possible here. Only one more province to go in the Indian Ocean. And then we have everything here. Actually, we should check these islands for once. In between streams, I will also check out the provinces here on Madagascar in detail if there's anything to be open which we don't have yet. For example, exotics or something, because I know there are spices. Vanilla. It was grown there. Historically and still nowadays. Yeah, but our provinces are doing fine here, actually. Yeah, that's totally okay, actually. Hard to click on them. Yeah, they're making commerce and stuff. We should actually check our trade as soon as this war is over. Just to see what we are dealing with. And if we are already buying stuff from Madagascar here. I don't know, do we have even a trade node here? No, not really. Oh, the population resettlement has expired. So we could consider doing that again. We don't really have the military points right now, but we are ahead of time for 8 years. So that's also quite useful, I would say. Can actually recall this guy for the peace deal. Perfect. Let's make peace. And we can core it. Or at least territorial core. Actually, do we get burgers here? Oh yeah, we did get some burgers here. Nice, so we will get a trade post and center of trade here. That's useful. It's not the best position because this one is the natural harbor we want to build up. But it's still better than nothing. So now we can actually go back to Aden here for a while. Train a bit and build up again. And prepare for the next institution. And let's actually improve loyalties with the nobility further here. 69%, nice. And we can start working on... yes. Let's get these alliances going. We still need some relationship improvements here though. Before the alliance will go through. But it's still something. The vassalization will go through, I mean. Unhappiness among the peasantry. Yeah, in this case we are going to invest 50 ducats here. I don't want to deal with the rebels. And we accept the royal marriage here. And now let's actually check out our trade values here. 12.2, 232 trade power. Yeah, we still don't have 2000 actually. And we are building more amenities, even though we don't need them. Nah, not really. That's a problem if you have dominance by residents and burghers here like crazy. And so they will want to invest into amenities a lot. But nice. What else do we have here? There's something getting constructed here. Irrigations. Nice. Now, Benadir here probably Yeah, skill is growing like crazy. Investment ratio, yeah, still investments ongoing. But the most important question actually is, what are we trading with? So the food trade actually went down. We are only at 9.9k, no longer at 11k for trade in food. But basically the same is still existing. We are buying in Egypt and selling it to India. Raw material trade has gone up though. Consumer trade has also gone up. Naval is not existing. Unmet is 15.4. Yeah, nobody is producing naval. That's really a problem for us. We are not getting naval anywhere, and we need lots of it. Timber is not really... Yeah, we're exporting 107 exotics to Cairo and 38 to Damascus. And buying it in India. Yeah. But by the looks of it, the profits have gone down, right? Oh, commerce is at 96% throughput? What is happening here? And we had 807. But the profits have gone down, actually. Still, we are going to invest 100 here, 50 here. Push it further. I already have opened up naval everywhere. That's a problem. I mean, we can show it to you. So basically, trade map mode, naval product, production, my own provinces. Linear is fine. Just to see where it's not. So we have stuff here. Didn't we open it up here? Oh, it disappeared here. Good point. So we can actually... You know what? That's a good point. We are going to just reopen it in everything which is Arabia here. So all of these are picked. This one as well. So we are going to open up naval. Ship. Here we go. And probably we need to support it a bit. So let's just do all the coast provinces here. A bit like this. Oh, Lahish is missing. Yeah, we need to invest more, but the problem is not that our industries are not there. It's a labor problem. So basically, if you check our cities here, they had 64% throughput here. It's 65% throughput here. 53% throughput here. 60% here. And even the small ones, like this one, is 62% throughput. So the problem is labor. We are not growing residents fast enough. That's why I want to do the peasant freedom reforms as soon as possible when our new king is in charge, because this will increase migration a lot more. So the high prices we pay for resident labor can therefore lead to more migration and more residents this way. It's something we really, really need to do now. Very close now here. And here we could be very close as well. Angry mob. That looks like they would lose this. They are. Where's my fleet? Ah, coming. Now with the integration done, I really want to work on this guy here. So we really need to improve the relations here. So maybe we are not going to do it down there. Instead, we are going to focus on Dankali first here. Better than nothing. Wow. Wow. We already have maps of everything. And now let's help our vessel here a bit. We need a song playlist here. Let's take... Where are you? Here. And we can take the skill idea. That's something I want to do. Oh, wait a second. We wanted to save up admin points in case our king dies. So even though we would get 7.2, 7.5 skill from that idea, I think I'm going to hold back. Even though it's tempting. Economically very tempting. But if our king dies now, we would... Yeah. No, we want 400 admin. We really want 400 admin. Okay, let's train a bit with this guy here. Can we get Dankali loyal? Yes, probably we can. And the annexation of Dankali should be relatively cheap. 400, yeah, that's okay. Now, where are we in regards to knowledge? We are at 90,000 residents. And we are outputting 1.8 knowledge only. Ugh. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Not cool. So maybe we want to actually again pull some residents out of Sana. And let's check the other ones as well. No. Ip. Yeah, you're over 20k without proper coverage here. Let's take some of here as well. Yeah, here as well. And how about Oman Muscat here? How much do you have? 19,000. Nah, I want to build that city up. How about this city here, which doesn't have amenities? Yeah, I think it's worth it to just loot stuff from here. So we're going to take population again. 5,000 from everywhere. This is the from zone. This is the to zone. Residents. 385 and 138 military. Yes. And we would relocate 25,000 people. That's worth it. So that's basically... Yeah, that was like 1/3, 30% more population. That's more than worth it here. This will boost us up, so we now can invest a bit more into higher knowledge here. And we are going to get urban investments automatically. Yeah, 90 is in there. That will be useful. Okay, and... Ooh, we got another stat, actually. 56 to 56. Did you get some trust? No, but we can give you influence here. Can do the same with Banu Khalid, probably, but we could, first of all... Alliance with this guy. Do we have 3 alliance slots? We do. Yes. So actually we can vassalize this guy now. That's nice. Really nice. And we are going to bankrupt them basically from the share they have to pay in taxes now. And then we can also vassalize this guy afterwards. Tenkali, however, is now up to 87% again because we have new subjects basically. 17th of August. There we are. Nice. Perfect. And everybody everybody is unruly now. Nice. So we still have something to work on. We are going to improve relations with 2 of our vessels here. With every one of our vessels, basically. Nice, nice, nice. But we can fix this. Better diplomatic technology than Yemen. What? Are we so far behind? Ooh. That's nasty. And we are already actually focusing on dip. Rivalry with the Habsburgs. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, maybe we should have done that. Maybe we should have kept the alliances. But we are going to be fine. I mean, I wanted to get to the new institution today, but it's getting late already. So I definitely am going to make a cut here now in the next minutes. So in next episode we are going to actually see the new institution, how it spreads and how it doesn't spread. Probably rather doesn't spread, but well, we can't have everything. So also in the next episode we are going to start investing into Madagascar itself, which is extremely rich in everything. But it doesn't have a metal mine. That's the only problem. Alright? Oh, wait a second. We didn't see the interior last time. So maybe metal. Nope. There is no metal in Madagascar. Great. So we are stuck on these deposits here. Plus this one. Late game we might be able to conquer into Hejaz. Maybe get Zimbabwe as well. But I think this is sharing with a... No, it's not sharing with a precious metal. That's good. So this region here is probably where we want to get some raw materials from our trade, but well, funny. Yeah, we need to get our dip tech up. Actually, we can stop diverting trade here. That should help a bit. And now, let's one last step. Let's check out what kind of reforms we also want to do. We have to be careful with dip points. We have 25 state reach. We could do the reform the farm. That would get us more tax revenue, which is very useful, and also a little bit of corruption reduction. So that's also good. Liverable sales we can't. Institute clear hierarchy is something we can do, which would offer us massive amounts of provincial corruption reduction. So that's something really worth it. And the recommendation here, hire through recommendation, is also something we can do. That would cost dip there. This one also. Education is also something we could do, but it doesn't reduce corruption, so I'm taking a step back on that one. We are far away from the autonomy here. This one would also be possible, but it's only a minor reduction in corruption. So I think the one the two things we really want to do with priority are the institute a clear hierarchy and the... Yeah, the power from autonomy. So I think these two we want to do, but they are dip heavy. So maybe we are doing the reform the farm instead next time. And if we want to get to meritocracy eventually, meritocracy here, we need... So we need to invent it. Tax farm reform would be something in this direction. Yeah, that would all be roughly into the right direction. The sovereign courts reform, I think, is the hardest one to do. But it should be possible long term. Yeah, we definitely keep an eye on this one so that we do reforms in this direction. So tax reform is definitely one in the right direction. Also, with the tax reform, we can actually do something here. Yeah, tax farming opens up the next tax collection law. Which we need to open up the direct and indirect tax reforms. So the state tax farming is definitely the next one we want to do. Salt excise and timber excise is also useful. Yeah. I think actually we want to do very quickly the tax farming reform, which costs us 10 loyalty and only a little bit of corruption. And then we can throw behind the state tax farming reform. So I suppose that's something we can do relatively quickly, but we have to save up admin and we have to keep an eye on the king. We could abdicate him, but that would only destabilize us even further, which we don't want to do. Do we have rivals actually? Only one is picked, Vishnayanagar. Mamluks we don't want to pick. Once your province is minus 70... Ooh. That's annoying. That hurts our trade, actually. A lot. So we have to actually recall one of them here. To improve our trade relations with the Mamluks again. I mean, there will be eventually some point where we can't recover from. So we can't get out of the relation problem with the Ottomans, with the Mamluks. So that's why the idea to maybe get the Ottomans as an alliance partner and then use them against the Mamluks isn't too bad. But they only have 16,000 troops currently and not really a lot of manpower. So probably they are doing some kind of reforming or something or having other problems. Why do they have Estria? Interesting. So they are not really a powerhouse currently. Maybe that returns at some point. Ah, stability again. Come on. So grain dole again. Burgundian wedding. Unite the two nations. Interesting. Are they still rebellious division of Bohemia? What has happened here? And France is losing against Brittany, Scandinavia, Auvergne, Naples, and Savoy. Why? Oh, Brittany's war for independence. That's nothing I ever saw, but interesting to see and witness here. Spain has annexed Aragon. They were in the personal union. Ooh, what is happening in Japan? Nothing yet. But they are slowly uniting, actually. And Korea has expanded massively. And Vishnayanagar is still... Machapit is still doing stuff. Well. Hmm. Yeah, the incomes here went down. So something has changed in our trade. Probably the relations with the Mamluks are the problem. So our trade is less efficient and less capable. And maybe there was something in India that happened. Well connected. Possible advisor on diplomatic relations. Okay. That doesn't really matter because we are hoping that he is no longer around for long. RAM expenses are 30 only. Infrastructure spending is 0 from us as state. It's hard to believe, but maybe that's correct. Tax efficiency is only 2.8%. Yeah, that's something we need to change quickly. So we can get some value out of this province here from... What the heck is going on? The commerce throughput went even further up. The money just disappears that we are throwing into commerce here. And... yeah, even in here, in the second province here, it's just disappearing. But we don't have the ships. I think we have a problem with the ship output, right? Imports, naval, 6.5 of 10. So I think if I read this correctly, we are not getting enough ships, naval equipment, for our commerce to work. But it's still expanding because it's so profitable. Which means that we need to get ships somewhere. We need to get naval equipment from somewhere. Ship prices, naval. Yeah, that map mode isn't very useful like this. Let's change it manually. So, advanced map mode, trade, naval product, product price. Let's take the old world here. Let's hope that's without... No, that's with wastelands. Okay, let's do it again. So, naval product, price. Worldwide, no wasteland. Ah, no, not wasteland. No, we want not uncolonized. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. If we only take Southeast Asia, no, that's all not helpful. Okay, let's stick to old world, and then we do the extreme exponential centered version. No, that doesn't help either. Okay, so then we could also just stick to this version here. Naval price. Okay, we are at price 0.15, so price is going up like crazy, plus 0.35. And actually it's more expensive in India. No, it's lower. It's lower here. And the Mamluks also cheaper there, but they are not producing enough. So we have to get ships somewhere. Oh. Yeah, the ship industry has grown in size significantly, but still not enough. Not at all. Yeah, let's see here the trade balance actually. Yeah, we basically have no ships in our node. Naval in our node. Massive amounts are getting bought, but it doesn't look like we... Yeah, it's unresolved is 20. And we have a deficit of 15 because we can't get it anywhere. I never expected that. So how can we do this? We could use Madagascar for this, right? So if we... region... It's only these ones, right? Yeah. So if we only open up ship here... Ship. So only the coastal provinces will now have... we can't invest everywhere there yet, right? Okay. We would need to do the demand authority once again and then give them tributes. So now we can do it everywhere. And we can invest into the coastal provinces here again. And hopefully that helps us a bit, but whew, we need more stuff. We need more ships. need more naval. That's nothing I expected, actually. Yeah, our fulfillment is down to 58%. Oh. This hurts. No wonder that our income is dropping. So actually, maybe that's another reason why we should do... Oh no, that would also increase trade skill. Oh. Malva, no. What does Mogadishu have as industries? Ship as well, but mostly houseware and textile. I mean, we could do the same story down here as well. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have the region, please. To have our coastal provinces produce naval. Naval. We are getting farther and further away from our capital, actually, which we wanted to build. Also, our fleet needs naval. That's also another problem. Let's do this tech to get the Liberty Desire down a bit again. Won't really help much, but still. Yeah, there's really not much we can do. This is bad. This is really bad. It would be interesting to see how much ship we can actually pull out of these provinces when they start up a new industry. So let's wait until the next year. And see how much a newly initialized industry will pull out in ship. And that would be... Maybe we can therefore then invest into these provinces and push that up to a significant amount of ship rather quickly. Maybe. But we definitely have run into a problem there now with our ship supply. Maybe making the fleet has only made it a lot worse. Ah, no, wait a second. That was a province where we already had other things. Yeah, throughput is for the moment 0 because we don't have residents yet. Yeah, okay. So that takes another year to initialize properly. Secured. What's that? Shirvan again. We don't care about Shirvan. Marawi is going ham here. And they are not our faith. One more time. Yeah, naval is now increasing 0.446 and industrial is 0.536. But industrial is not yet undersupplied. Oh, that hurts. It hurts really much. Actually, commerce contracted a bit here now. Yeah. Deny them old rights. Yeah, we are not going to expand burger power here further. Okay, let's check casual literacy. Yeah, we can give that to this. Technology 31. So we could do this soonish. And then... Shaman, no. But we don't want to waste the admin power here right now. Question is anyone already working on casual literacy here? No, nobody has started that yet. Meritocracy is also not expanding here. Which means that the Ottomans didn't do many reforms yet. How about commercialization? That's pretty good in Europe already. Yeah, that's really good. It even has reached the Ottoman Empire by now, which is going to be very, very good for them when they can embrace that. And there we go. We got the last province. Nice. Sorry, Madagascar is complete. Got another trade post here now, which means that we also get a new station here. Yes, perfect. So we can actually also dump some commerce in both of these provinces. Oh, they can't. Interesting. Ah, the next year. And it's also time to make a cut here. Already said that earlier, but so many things need taken care of. Okay, so let's wait until February and then check the new industries here in these provinces, how much ship they might output. And let's see if anything helped in any way. Probably not, but we are now at 64% still. Price still going up like crazy. Yeah. Okay, let's investigate this one here. So we do now have a 3.5% throughput ship industry. And we do have 0.127 residents. At least they are growing decently. And how much does it produce? It's not telling us yet. Okay. We don't know yet. Okay, so we have to wait some years before it's always properly set up. So apparently last year we set up the industry, this year the residents were calculated, and next year we probably get a throughput on that province. Yeah. Well, here I'm going to make a cut. Therefore, leave a like and stay for the next time. It's probably going to be on Saturday. And yeah, thank you for watching.